Welcome to Linnc Paris 2023. My name is Vitor Mendes Pereira. I'm one of the course directors, and I have the pleasure to be here with Giovanni Ughy, who is the Senior Director of Advanced Development of Sprite Medical. Welcome, Giovanni.
Thank you so much, Vitor.
So Giovanni has done a lot of work on intravascular imaging, and particularly on OCT. Giovanni, can you tell us what OCT is?
Yeah, so we're busy developing a tiny, small, flexible probe that can be navigated into the brain and can provide, for the first time, high-resolution intravascular imaging in the field of neuro intervention.
So OCT has been used a lot in cardiology for many years, and just recently it also demonstrated in a randomized controlled trial that it improves clinical outcomes of patients. So what did you do, and what is the technology that we are now able to actually do OCT safely inside the intracranial circulation?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, intravascular imaging has been available for a long time in coronary arteries and peripheral arteries. But today there is no intravascular imaging for the cerebrovascular anatomy because there are a lot of challenges. There is tortuosity, size, and we need to be compatible with a microcatheter. So we spent the last 7 to 8 years to develop a new technology, to develop a miniaturized probe, very flexible probe that can be navigated to the brain and for the very first time acquire high-resolution optical imaging of intracranial arteries.
So, and translating this to clinical was actually very easy. I had the pleasure to do the world's first cases of the dedicated OB catheter for, in several cases together with Pedro Linnc from Argentina. And I realized that the imaging quality is very good, that we can get a lot of information that we don't actually have available today with any other imaging modality. So when you were developing the system, did you actually expect the results, and what is your first impression based on this first series of cases that we did together with Pedro?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So yeah, we call this technology optical brain imaging, OB. And as I said, we were looking into what are all the requirements that we need to address for intracranial use. But before starting working with you, before doing the first patients, we had questions about, is this gonna work for every different anatomy? Is this gonna work for different type of patients for, ischemic stroke, aneurysm, etc. And I'm very positively impressed by our technology. As we did all these cases together, we did 32 cases to date, and we were able to show consistent image quality, consistent ease of use among a wide range of different conditions. So that was a very positive surprise for us.
Very good. I was very impressed by the technology because of its spatial resolution, because of its definition, but also because of its artifact-free, and we could also use during procedures. We could evaluate devices independent of the material that the device was made. So did you think about that when you were designing what uses we could make in neurointervention?
Yeah, no, this is definitely an important aspect of our technology. So optical imaging developed in the way we did was intended to be able to see in very high resolution. We have a resolution approaching 10 microns. The vessel wall, so soft tissue, can be visualized in very high resolution. We can see the microstructure of the vessel wall. We can see very small clots. We can see no intimate tissue growing over devices. And at the same time, optical imaging has the advantage that you can visualize metal, like flow diverters, with very high resolution without any artifacts that usually afflict the other modalities. So that was the main reason why optical imaging technology was the best suitable technology to achieve intravascular imaging for the brain.
And as a clinician, information like stent position, even the measurement of the vessels and the disease, the aneurysms, also the fact that we could see endothelialization on top of devices and how easy it is to differentiate from a clot. I was actually impressed, and and that is certainly a very short learning curve for us clinicians to actually be using and interpreting those images as well. What is the perspective of OCT in the neuro field, and what are your plans as Sprite Medical for implementation of the OBI in the future?
Yeah, no, I mean, as we were developing the technology, we were looking into the different needs that are open today for neurointravascular imaging. So imaging of the vessel wall, diagnostic of ICAD, and giving peri-procedural guidance for devices was one of our goals. And after having done this first in-human trial, we believe our technology to be in a good shape. And now, moving forward, we will need to work with the different regulatory body to understand what is the best way to bring this product to the market in the different geographies.
Thank you very much, Giovanni, for being here and for the presentation you did yesterday. And thanks for all this work on developing this tool that will certainly transform our field and will also change the way we see some cases, some diseases, and some procedures. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, thank you for the feedback. It's a pleasure to be here and to have the opportunity to be working with you. Thank you.